Hi, David here. Project for today is replacing the tail light on the Contour. Some feral being hit my car and left without leaving any identification. Really hate it when that happens. We've got more people driving around without insurance or driver's licenses than we have licensed insured drivers. I'm going to take out the rear tail light. I got this one online from some auto salvage yard. It looks like it's going to fit pretty well. It's a left side rear tail light, and there was a couple of light scuffs on it. I was able to rub it out with some rubbing compound and put some polish on it. So as you can see by the reflection, it looks pretty new. So I'm going to go on the inside and open up the trunk. See where the access points are for the light. If I could find the right keychain. Yeah, let's move the camera to the inside. Okay, the procedure on the inside is to take this whole cross member off. I don't know if you can see the whole cross member, but it kind of goes across the bottom. There's a couple of clips. There's a screw here, and that screw is missing. That's a Phillips screw, I believe. Phillips screw right here. Another Phillips screw right here. That screw is missing too. Be darned. Let's go back up here. See how we get this clip out. Oh, what kind of clip that is. Doesn't have a button in the middle. It's one of these things. I don't know what you call those. Let's get the other one up here. Pry it out. Turn the pop off. That one's stubborn. There we go. Get back on the action here. Okay, there's 3 screws here. I'm going to check the camera, see if I can zoom in on the action a little better for you. Okay, hope that's better. Gonna need a 10mm wrench or a 10mm socket. First, let's undo this electrical clip. Let that hang. Okay, you want to support the other end to make sure it doesn't fall off. You don't want to break it twice, right? Oh, what's holding that thing in there? Might be adhesive. Like a screwdriver to pry stuff out. You don't want to break the gasket just in case I might want to use it again. There we go. Oh, whatever's flopping around in there is broken pieces of taillight lens. Yeah, it's kind of dirty in here, so I'm going to clean this up with a rag. I don't like putting dirty stuff together. Clean it really good. New part should fit in there. Yeah, like it never happened, huh? Yeah, let's get to cleaning. Okay, I got everything cleaned up. Got all the dirt out of there. Look down there, isn't that interesting? Anyway, looks like there is no special adhesive needed. You just use a gasket that comes with the tail light. And one thing you ought to do, look at the new part, look at the old part. Whoops, more stuff's falling out of there. Just make sure everything's the same dimensions, same bolts, same type of flashing on there. Same on this side. Everything's the same. Same. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, it's upside down. Duh. Master mechanic. And I'm starting the nuts on the inside. You know, before I put it in, I'm going to make sure that this gasket doesn't have any problems. If you have a gasket that's got a little tear in it, you either need to replace the gasket or put some form of gasket on it. And yeah, this gasket's fine. You want to get these nuts snug. You don't want to reef down on it as you break something. Big wrench, I want to make sure I don't over tighten it and crack something. It's hard to get finesse when you got such a big wrench. I just hold on the head of it, turn it by turning the head, not the handle, so you don't have so much leverage. You want to draw it enough that it'll be snug so no moisture gets inside. But you tighten it too tight and you'll break it. I paid about $30 used for this. Put the light bulb in. Okay, you guys can tell me if it works. Hey, success! Okay, next thing left to do is I'm going to put the trim back inside here. Those two places that are missing screws, I'm going to try to match up the screw with, see if I got a couple of these screws in my inventory. And they just fit in this blind nut hole, whatever they call those nylon plugs. Anything that'll fit in there. And then I got a little scratch right there that I'm going to rub out with some rubbing compound and wax it. Then I got to determine if this is the black rubber of the bumper or was this the black rubber of the car that hit me. If it's from the car that hit me, I'm going to try to rub it out with some rubbing compound or fine wet dry sandpaper. If this is the bumper of the car, I'm guessing that all the bumpers are black and they just paint it to match the car. Why would they injection mold all these different paint color schemes? So I might have to get a can of some paint and paint over this. I guess that's going to be another project. Got some of this damage down here too. Not pretty. Look what I found out. You don't have to take this cross trim off. With the trim on, you could just flip this piece of insulation out and have access to your screws. And this one's going to be a little tight. You might need a box end wrench for that bottom screw. But definitely not a problem. Would make the job go by much quicker. Yeah, using some rubbing compound that I've had forever. Just rubbing that little mark off. And use a dry bit of towel. Rub the rubbing compound off. Yeah, that came out. That wasn't too deep. The little scratch here that's past the paint, rubbing compound's not going to help that. There's something right up here. That's not too deep. Make sure you wax it after you rub it out, because you're taking off the wax, you're taking off part of the clear coat, and maybe even a part of the layer of paint. Yeah, that looks better. It's another mark right here. Probably the point of impact. This thing, I don't know about this thing down here. I don't think any amount of rubbing compound's gonna... Oh my goodness, it's working. That is from the other guy. Can you see that over there? I guess you can. Happy day. I think I take out any deep gouges. It just takes out the whatever's sitting on the surface. Probably should be using a machine to do this. What American does anything by hand nowadays, huh? Hey, not the product placement. No, I'm not an employee of DuPont. I don't sell the stuff. It just happened to be in my hand this way. I went out and moistened this towel. The towel's supposed to be moist. I don't know why. Well, I'm guessing that I'm not getting any more out because I think there might have been some red bumper that was removed. It might be below the surface of where the red was. I just don't know. Here's an improvement. As we say in Boy Scouts, leave the place better in appearance than it was when you got there. Or something to that effect. Yeah, I'm guessing these black parts here are below the surface. I keep rubbing, I'm just going to make them larger. It's gonna have to be covered with some paint. Pint, as they say in the South. Okay, I'm gonna wash off this rubbing compound, dry it, and then wax it. You know, that rubbing compound is a little bit coarse. I could see some marks in there. You probably can't see it on the video, but I've got some finer abrasive. This is Meguiar's Fine Cut number 2, which I've been known to use sometime. Put a little bit of that on it, just to take down the coarse marks that the rubbing compound left. This also is going to have to be washed out and dried. Lucky it wasn't a hard enough hit that there are no dents or other damage made. The only damage was a tail light. I can live with that. Not so angry anymore. That's a wax I like to use. Meguiar's Carnauba wax, step number 3. It's a nice wax. It's not water soluble like turtle wax. And just put it on until it dries like a haze. Okay, everything's dry. Just buff it. Got a clean part of towel, buff it again. Nice and smooth. Love the red cars. And I'm done for now. Thanks for watching.